20 years have passed since we first went on our adventure in the Kanto region. Over the years we battled gym after gym in many different regions all across the world. And now we get to explore a brand new world, a new region, the Alola region, the new Pokemon adventure awaiting for us in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Pokemon Sun and Moon brings a lot of new things to the Pokemon series. A new type of story, new gameplay, new places to see, and of course new Pokemon to catch. Pokemon X and Y really brought the Pokemon series to the 3D era, and it really changed the presentation and the visuals of the series. But Pokemon Sun and Moon takes it a step further, improving upon a lot of the core mechanics that X and Y introduced to the series back in 2013. In X and Y, gameplay was in 3D, but it followed the same grid-based map system from the previous games in the series. We had 3D cutscenes for important character interactions and battle animations, but during gameplay everything was limited to cute chibi artwork. Sun and Moon changes all of this and improves upon it. All the cutscene animations between character interactions, and more specifically during Pokemon battles, look so much more lively and interactive than the previous games. Even better is that the models of the characters used in these cutscenes are also the ones you use in gameplay. They no longer look like mini avatars but actual humans. The grid system from the previous games is also gone here. Walking is pretty much free roam now, and I love it. I will say this though. For anyone that didn't like living on the edge when playing Pokemon and like saving their game before a big battle or before a big encounter, you may want to save your game more often now. There aren't always clear trigger spots for cutscenes or events, so you may want to save before getting too close to a specific event area or targeted route. Another issue that comes along with the improved visuals and presentation are framerate drops. Players would experience framerate drops in X and Y anytime there were more than the usual amount of Pokemon on screen, or when the 3D was turned on. In Sun and Moon, the 3D is completely turned off to help offset the strain on the 3DS hardware. However, you'll still experience framerate drops during large battle sequences with multiple Pokemon at once. And at this point it really isn't Game Freak that's just being lazy with the development, but it's the fact that the hardware on the 3DS is pretty much bottlenecking the experience that Game Freak is trying to offer. The core story is different now too, and as someone that was really starting to get bored with the same old 8-gym formula, I actually really welcome and enjoy this new story mode. In the Alola region, gyms don't exist yet, they're actually just barely being built. Instead of completing the traditional gym system, you compete in the island challenges, your rite of passage essentially. You go to each of the islands that make up the Alola region and complete the trials for each of the islands. During each trial, you'll complete a set of challenges and then face a trial captain, followed by a totem Pokemon. Totem Pokemon are buff versions of regular Pokemon. They appear larger than usual and can even call in the help of other Pokemon just like it. After completing the island trial, you'll get to battle that island's kahuna and then move on to the next island. The cast of characters in this new adventure are humorous and lovable, each with their own unique personality that doesn't really focus too much on being one-sided characters for a children's story. Like Pokemon X and Y introduced Mega Evolutions, Pokemon Sun and Moon introduces new Pokemon forms called Lola Forms. A lot of the Pokemon you know from the Kanto region get new forms in this new region. These forms change the type of said Pokemon. Vulpix and Ninetales, for example, go from being a fire type to an ice and fairy type in this new region. The designs are really great looking for the most part, with a few exceptions here and there, but getting to see new life be brought back to the classic Pokemon that I grew up with is definitely nice to see. In addition to the new Pokemon forms and of course all the new Pokemon in general, there's new battle moves called Z-moves. Just like Mega Evolutions, Z-moves rely on the relationship between the trainer and the Pokemon in order to perform a buffed up attack. These moves are powerful and have beautifully crafted cutscenes that go along with them. Now of course the other big attraction to the Pokemon series besides training them and catching them is getting to battle all your friends. In Sun and Moon that's done through the Quick Links. It's an option on your touchscreen that has you and your friend press the touchscreen at the exact same time in order to synchronize a local connection. And once you two are synchronized and connected, you can go ahead and battle and trade just like usual. Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon breathes a lot of new life into the well-established franchise that's been loved by countless RPG fans. I really didn't expect to get another redesign of the core mechanics of the series since it's only been 3 years since the last major refresh in Pokemon X and Y. Even then, Game Freak has managed to improve well upon the presentation and the gameplay of Pokemon. My only real issue with the game are the technical issues that come with the game being on the Nintendo 3DS and it pretty much pushing the hardware to its limits. With that knockdown mentioned, Pokemon Sun and Moon is still an exquisite new entry into the Pokemon series. Whether you're someone that's never played a Pokemon game before, someone who's been playing them for years now, or someone that dropped off somewhere along the previous generations, it further improves upon the core gameplay and especially the presentation and the visuals, and overall it's a fun new game with a brand new story, and one that I recommend you go ahead and check out. Thank you all very much for watching this review. If you liked it, drop it a like. If you loved it, consider subscribing. And while you wait for my next video, here are 2 reviews I just put up, one on the PlayStation 4 Pro and one on Sword Art Online Hollow Realization for the PS4 and the Vita. You can also click on my face to go subscribe, and you can click on the Twitter icon to go check me out on Twitter. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.